What they teach you when you grow up? Somebody hit you, you do what?
Be there.
Whoa.
Hey, I just hit the corner with my partner Rock. Ain't nobody fresher than TP. I got niggas who be spinning the block, making sure that they check with me. It ain't even no pressure thing. Really something we easily bring. Just like Ali, we sting on.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Atlanta World Podcast, the #1 podcast in Atlanta. On today's episode, you got your special host, me, Solomon English, my brother Rock exclusive. And on today, we have a pretty special guest. For the first time ever, we got our boy Sammy S.U.R.F on this motherfucker. Let's give him a warm welcome. Yep. Nobody else clap. Okay.
It's just S.U.R.F now, by the way.
Oh, you just going by S.U.R.F?
Yeah.
Why'd you cut Sammy?
Shit felt childish.
It felt childish?
Long story short, yeah.
So tell me what S.U.R.F means, because that's an acronym, right?
Someone you remember forever.
Remember forever? And what made you kind of say that you want to be remembered forever, even like beyond?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I think your life ain't really, not say your life not important, but the purpose of life is to, you know what I'm saying, leave your mark, even if it's something small as fuck.
Right.
So regardless of what you're doing, you just want to be remembered, and that's kind of how I just live. You know what I'm saying?
So what made you get into music? I know it's a basic question, but I kind of want to know because I don't know. I've met you at least like over a year ago, something like that. But I never knew why you were,
My first girlfriend when I was in like middle school, high school.
It was love.
Yeah, she turned me out.
Seriously?
And then I took like an audio engineering class. And that was like my first time being able to like be a center of attention, kind of, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I was, you know, I was quiet. I wasn't quiet necessarily, but I was just like, I wasn't the nigga everybody was looking at. I can curse, right?
Yeah, hell
okay,
yeah,
okay.
nigga, we can curse.
I wasn't the nigga like everybody was looking at. You know what I'm saying? And when I started doing that, it was like, oh, that's something niggas look at, because that's something niggas do. Niggas want to look at. Niggas want to be a part of that. So.
So you like being what? You like having attention on you, kind of? Is that something you can admit, you think?
Not in like a bad way.
I didn't think it was bad.
I mean, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You like, when niggas, it's not even attention, just more so like recognition for what you do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? More than anything else.
I definitely understand, because I like, when I do things, I like to, I don't like to do things where I feel like it's, I want to say going unnoticed, but that sounds like you just want the attention, but it's not really about that. But I like to feel like the work I do, or the things I do, I recognize it's like, thank you, or like, that type of shit. So
somebody paying attention to that shit, yeah.
Now I know you guys, IJU, y'all got a whole thing going on. I know that's a big thing. And I wanted to know, first off, just how did that even start? Because this is, and I'm not gonna lie to you, this man can attest to this. I've seen this shit. I just been like, these motherfuckers got a whole infrastructure, a team, people doing videos, somebody doing your graphic design. I know you got people who do your camera work, help with the vlog, music, blah blah blah. How did that whole infrastructure come to be?
That's family right there. That go beyond like what niggas see on the internet. You feel me? I've been cool with them niggas since I was in like middle school, elementary school. Okay. I've known them niggas for a very long time. We went, like, niggas don't know, we went to the same elementary, middle, and high school. Like, it was all the same school. Like,
I didn't know that.
K through 12. You feel me? So I went to school with the same 80 niggas. And them 11, 12, I mean, however many fuck of us it is, them niggas was always there. Like, them always been my niggas. So.
Wait, so can you name off everybody in it? Like
Caleb, John, Zeke, Josh, Mike, Preem, damn, I'm forgetting niggas. I'm finna get cursed out in the chat. Oh my god. Q, fuck it.
Yeah, look it up. Take your time.
Fuck it.
Hold on. Whoever watching this podcast, this the niggas that's in it. I don't know nobody else if they claiming the shit. Okay. I'm about to read these names off. My boy Preem, Asa, Mike, my boy Saint, Q, Ricky, Caleb, Jacob, my boy John, my boy Isaiah, boy Zeke, my boy Josh.
Okay. So when was IJU like birth? Like what year? Like when were y'all niggas like, okay, call it IJU?
2015.
2015, damn.
Let's say 2015.
And what does IJU stand for exactly?
It's just us.
And y'all, that's clearly just because it's like, it's just like, it's a family thing. You keep it in the circle type shit?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So niggas can't get in? Like, we can't be a part of it? No, I'm joking, bro. I'm joking.
It's more so like, us isn't like limiting to us, if that makes sense. Like who's in it? It's just us. It's us. Like whatever we doing, you know what I'm saying? And it's just us. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So it's inclusive. We try to, you know what I'm saying, help what we can be.
I'm sure y'all niggas collaborate with a bunch of people.
Sure.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And I think it's really cool. I think it's really cool because it's like, it seems like each of you, you kind of lead in the lane that you're in terms of like you with your music and things like that, being the artist. I know Saint, him being the artist, Caleb doing videography, photo shoots, things like that. It's like you guys kind of own your respective lanes and it comes together really well and it works really well. Yeah. And y'all make really cool shit together, man. Yeah. I remember the first thing I saw when I first moved down here was fucking Static. I know that was Saint's song and you were on that shit and I saw the video and I thought it was like, wow, like y'all niggas have a whole team together. Yeah. And the way you met was through PEG and I'm supposed to manage you. But nigga, you had your own manager, your whole shit already. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like, what can we do? You know?
Yeah, for sure. Nah, that's family for sure. That's for real. You know what I'm saying?
So with your music, bro, are you somebody who prefers to collaborate with other artists or do you like doing your tracks alone?
I don't like niggas. I'll be honest.
Okay.
I don't. And it's not even. Niggas is just weird, bro. And that's just being very. Niggas is weird.
Like you get in a session, they just start acting up.
Nah, but niggas just not on some like obvious weird shit. It just be. Niggas be bitches. Niggas be. You know what I'm saying? Like. Niggas just be on. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I know what you say.
Like, look, he know what I'm saying. Why he made that? Like, I just, and that's why the niggas that I be with and the folks I be with, I've always been with them because it's not a thing of I don't want to meet nobody new. It's just y'all niggas weird, bro. What on? You know, y'all niggas be on other shit. Y'all niggas don't like the niggas y'all be around, but be with them niggas every day.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas do this and that and the third. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a fan of like the goofy, weird behavior. You feel me? So I try to avoid it where I can. So
when you're usually like in these studio sessions and y'all are in your recording, let's say that, what does it look like? Are you in there by yourself just with your engineer?
Yeah.
Or
most,
you got
most of the time, yeah.
Okay, so it's y'all one-on-one.
Yeah.
And then how does your recording process go?
I'm not a studio junkie, so I don't. When I go to the studio, it might be like once every like 2 months.
Once every 2 months.
But my music come from real life, so you can only be in there for so long without running out of something to talk about.
Right.
And when I go in there, I know what I'm going in there to do. I know the reason I'm in there, and that's why I can do 8 songs in a one session. I can do a whole whatever in one session, and then I don't got to come back.
So when you go into the studio and you record these songs like that, let's say you do 8 songs, are these songs that are written, partially written, or are they all off the dome? You just kind of punch in, punch out?
I used to be a prepare before you go in there type of person.
Yeah.
But as you start to do that, and I know a lot of artists can relate. You might write a song on Tuesday in the studio session on Friday, and now I don't feel the way I felt on Tuesday.
Yeah.
So I've now gotten to a point where I already know what kind of music I make, and that's kind of the difficult part for a lot of people. You don't know what lane you want to be in, but once you figure out that lane, you know what's for you and what's not. So that way you're not in the studio like picking through beats and you're like, what the fuck. You already know what you want to go in there and do.
Do you ever feel like knowing like what like knowing what you're going in there to do? Do you ever feel like at some point long term that can become, redundant or like boring?
Nah, because I don't be in there a lot.
Okay, so I see. And then you go and you experience life. So what are some of the things that you like to talk about coming from life? Like what do you draw from the most? I'm assuming love is one thing because I see Certified Lover Boy in your shell time. Yeah. Emotions is a project you drop. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I know that's one thing, but what are some other things you think you draw from?
That's really. Can I be honest? That really be it. It just be like the emotions that I feel often. That's kind of where most of my inspiration for shit come from. That's what's easiest for me to translate, and so that's what I do.
So when you perform these songs, I'm assuming it's kind of vulnerable to some degree because it's your emotions and things like that. How you and not to make this a man thing necessarily, but as a man, as a
sure.
black man too, especially today with how we are with being vulnerable and things like that. How do you feel comfortable enough to go up there and do these songs, especially ones where you're singing the way you sing sometimes?
Because I know who I am, and I'm not afraid of who I am. You know what I'm saying? I used to be very much so. Used to be very just like unaware of who I was as a person. Used to be just very all over the place because you don't know how to accept yourself. You don't know how to really give a fuck about yourself. But the difference between a nigga who's aware and a nigga who's not aware is that the nigga who's not aware isn't even gonna be on the stage anyways because he doesn't know. He's not even gonna want to do the shit that's gonna hit the most because he don't. You know what I'm saying? That shit uncomfortable. I know me. I know what's real. You feel me? And 9 times out of 10, the people listening to it gonna be able to tell if it's fake or not.
Yeah.
I get on stage, start rapping about drugs and shit, but I don't do that.
Yeah.
I get on stage, start rapping about me trapping and shit. Don't do that.
Yeah.
What's the point?
Right.
Because now I gotta build an image around something I don't do. So then when I get checked.
So I respect that.
Yeah.
And I'm sure a lot of people do.
Yeah.
But what do you have to say for the dudes that do get up there and kind of like do the gimmicky thing or, try to sell themselves in a way that's not them for real?
Do your thing, my boy. Stay safe.
Okay. No shit.
I just feel like if a nigga gonna do that, he just gotta know what come with that. If you rap about shooting and killing niggas and that's not what you do, somebody's gonna test the waters and God bless you.
I think you're right, yeah. Okay, cool. So I want to go back to some of your projects too. I know I want to talk about Emotions first because we're talking about emotions, so it's just on point. Yeah. But with Emotions, how do you go about deciding what songs you want to choose for a project? Yeah. Or is it one of them things where you kind of like, let's say you have a session where you do record like 8 songs. Yeah. It's just like, I'm gonna take 6 of these and boom.
I never go like, you know how most niggas all right, we going in here to finish the project. It's never, I'm going in here to finish the project. I'm going in here to make music. And whatever music fits a project, then it fits. And if it doesn't, then it doesn't.
So do you usually do a thing where you have a session or like sometime where you sit down, listen to the tracks and you go like, okay, I'll put this on the project, something like that, blah, blah, blah. I
make sure certain things fall in the same area so it makes more sense. You feel me?
Oh, okay.
So like when Emotions got recorded, I don't think we did all of them in one session anyway. It may have been more than one session and we just picked 3 from, you know what I'm saying?
And how do you choose the order? What's that based off of? What do you like to choose as like your first song, last song, blah blah blah?
I sit in the car and I play that shit and figure out which ones sound the best, and then I go to somebody else and be like, does this make sense? And it helps to get somebody who doesn't do the shit, who's literally just a consumer, to be like, nah, I like it better that way because at the end of the day, I can't buy my own music.
That's a good point. Yeah,
I can stream it all I want to, but it's not gonna make a difference because it's from the same phone.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, bro. Wait, so how long have you been doing music? Like record, like actually doing, not even just, I mean, IG, all of it. I know y'all started in 2015, but how long has Sammy been like, yes, this is it for me, man? You know?
Maybe ninth grade, maybe 19th
Freshman year of high school, nigga?
Yeah, freshman, sophomore year of high school. Something like that.
And that was because the girl, you got into the music and boom, that was it?
Yeah.
What the fuck, man? Goddamn.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been at it for a minute.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Now, when you go into the studio and everything, and you find your music or whatever, how do you usually get your beats? You have your own producers on deck.
Shout out Evan Dupree. Shout out Kilo. Shout out Georgie. Shout out J Bands.
Have you ever done YouTube beats?
When I first started, yeah. Everybody.
And are those songs out at all?
Fuck no. Never hear them bitches again.
Do you still have them?
Yes.
Do you ever listen to them?
No. Yes. For reality check.
Reality check. Just to be like where you are now versus where you were type shit.
Yeah. Don't ever feel like you nigga look at what you was doing at first type shit. You know what I'm saying?
How do you feel about smoking weed or drinking?
That ain't me.
You don't do it at all?
Nah, I be chilling.
You don't even drink at all?
Nah, I be chilling.
Why is that? Is that just how you grew up? Was your family just like to the drugs type shit, or what? That was just a you thing, or when you tried it, you ain't like it?
It ain't like a... It ain't like a to the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you figure out what's for you and what's not. Long story short, you figure out what's for you and what's not.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
All right, bro. So this is where I'm about to go, man.
Okay.
Because I know you had huge releases in the past few months. Okay. So the first one I want to talk about is Summer Interludes.
Yeah.
You did that with Claudia, right? Claudia Cherie, with her. How did this all come about? Like, I'm wondering, like, who like casted the net and like brought everybody in to make this happen? You know?
So how I met Claudia? Claudia, how we meet? Forgot how I met Claudia, but Summer Interlude, the project was all produced by his name is Evan Dupree.
Okay.
He produced the whole thing, recorded the whole thing too.
That's hard.
She got on Let Me Know just because we felt like somebody needed to be singing on it and they need to be a female voice. She can sing. She dope as fuck, so got her on it.
Yeah.
I met, and then Umi's on Feedback. I met Umi through like Playlist Party and like just being around the city and shit. That's how I found out who she was and vice versa. But the whole project just came together. That project, I think we recorded all of that in the same session. And that was the first time I had met Evan. Like the first time me and him had recorded type shit. So
when did y'all record the project?
I think the summer of 2019. When did shit come out? 2019 something?
2019, summer 2019.
Oh, let me see. See, I'll be forgetting what shit came out.
That's if you had it summer 2019, man, but you were still able to like
that shit came out 2020. I'm tweaked out. That shit definitely came out 2020 because the pandemic was definitely a thing. Ooh. Yeah, that shit came out in the summer of 2020.
Okay.
Like summer 2020. So we recorded it definitely either like right before summer or right into summer of 2020.
So when y'all go and you get into the position where you're ready to do like music video and everything, how does that go? Because I'm wondering, the reason I'm asking the questions like this is because one, I'm an artist myself. He is. A lot of other people are, especially people probably watching, and people want to build an infrastructure, you know, something where they have this well-oiled machine that works and can keep producing whatever product you need. Yeah. And it seems like you've got that down pat pretty well right now. So I'm just wondering, when you guys are deciding to shoot something like Summer Interlude or Boost or Static, are you guys sitting down and you're talking like certain shots? This is what we want to do. This is my idea. Try this, blah, 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 blah. What does that look like?
Most of the time, Caleb already fire as fuck, or whoever's shooting it, most of the time be fire as fuck. So Tango shot Summer Interlude. Tango was fucking amazing. But for Summer Interludes, I kind of had like a outline of an idea, and then Tango was able to put together a treatment for me.
I see. When
Caleb shoots, most of the time I have a treatment, and then he directs and he shoots, so he know how to make the shit look like what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? You just got to find your creative process. That's really the first thing before anything else. Building a team, it's like that's the most important thing, but it's probably the hardest thing to ever do, trying to like build a team, because even my team has changed. You know what I'm saying? The manager that you met or that I had when I met you, I don't have anymore. Or that whatever that was, I don't have that no more. But it's changed in a very positive way. You know what I'm saying? So it helps to be aware of what is around you, who's around you, who can do what. And most of the time teams are like nothing but 5-6 people just figuring this shit out as they go. Right. That's what it's been. We figure the shit out as we go. If something happen, figure the shit out. If something can't do something, figure out why we can't do it. If we can, we do the shit. And that just be that. So being an artist like this, on the rise, coming up, doing things like this, do you find it's made it kind of, I don't know, do you feel that it's giving you more anxiety in any way or calmed you down more? How does that go for you? Because I know that you know at some point you just start to garner more attention. You know, and that can be kind of intimidating for some people. You know, so how do you manage that if you do deal with it? I guess you got to know what you like when we was talking about with making certain types of music. You got to know what you're signing up for. If this is what you want to do, you got to know that it could get to a point where, you know what I'm saying, niggas know you. Niggas don't know you, whatever the case may be. So that part has never really bothered me, because I'm a people person anyway. Like, you know what I'm saying, I don't like these niggas, but I still speak to you. You know what I'm saying? So that's never really bothered me. I think just anxiety in general is more of a thing that I've dealt with just generally in life. With most people deal with anxiety. You know what I'm saying? If anything, music and being able to do music helps the anxiety. It helps the whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because that's when shit get rough. That's the escape. Yeah. Because I don't do all the other shit, so it's just like go to the music.
I see what you're saying. You seem to have a really clear head on your shoulders, man. And like not smoking and drinking, as I've gotten older, I thought that's just like more of a commendable trait because that's harder to do today. Yeah, it is. Like people are smoking and drinking, blah blah blah. Anxiety's risen, all this bullshit, and people are doing shit. You know, opioid epidemic that's happening, things like that. So it's like when you find somebody who's not doing that stuff, bro, I just think it's awesome, man. Yeah. Like I'm trying to cut back on it. I'm not.
I be trying. I be trying. Temptation is a motherfucker.
Are you religious at all?
Shout out to God.
Okay. What, you were raised Christian or something? Yeah, same. And you from Atlanta, right? This is
Zone 6, East Atlanta.
Right. Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so that's Summer Interludes. Next one is Break from Atlanta. Mm-hmm. So this art, how did you get in contact with this artist? Because I've never heard or seen him. Mm-hmm. And then I see you doing the promo for Break from Atlanta and stuff. Then I see him. Then I make.
You talking about M?
Yeah.
How did I want to say I met M it was a while ago when I met M, but as time went on, you know what I'm saying, he was doing his thing, I'm doing mine. We supposed to been get something in, but we just didn't. And then I made Break from Atlanta, and I put out the original version without him on it. But I still wanted him on, you know what I'm saying, the project. So sent him that, and then once he finally sent it back, I was like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying. So
I was gonna ask because I was wondering if y'all were in the session together when you recorded it. I sent him that. And is that how it worked just for that feature right there specifically, or does that work with others like that,
unless
like Claudia?
9 times out of 10, unless it's Saint, I don't not send the shit because me and Saint be together a lot. So.
I figured, man. I was gonna ask because I know when y'all did Boost together, which is a big one. Yeah. And I figured y'all was in the studio.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that was the studio session.
You know, hyped up, just caught a vibe, blah blah blah, did whatever the fuck you did. So when y'all did the song Boost, or whenever y'all collaborate and do a song, and after you get it done, let's say you like the song, are y'all automatically like, yo, we need to shoot a video to this?
If it makes sense, yeah.
Okay, so for Boost, when y'all got it done, you just felt like, okay, if we did a video,
that was in preparation for a long time. We just never recorded it. So we were sitting on that one for a minute. We just never recorded it. And then once we finally recorded it, it was like, all right, let's get the ball rolling.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. A lot has transpired over the last couple of months.
It seems like it.
Yeah. So, yeah.
And your team's been shifting a lot, you know, and you said something like the manager I saw before, he's gone. Yeah. Like, so what exactly happened? It's just like you feel like these people aren't fitting where you're growing, you know, or you're changing, that kind of thing. Okay, this seems like there's
There's some ice on that one.
Yeah. Nothing per se happened to me necessarily.
Right.
Things around me that they were involved in were very not okay. I'm not sure if they happened or not, but they just weren't okay.
Okay, I got you.
So
I got you.
Kind of had to move accordingly in the grand scheme of things.
I see.
When the camera's off, I'll tell you what actually happened.
Okay, I got you. I see. Sure. I can kind of guess, but you know, I'm not gonna say, but I can kind of guess.
For sure.
For sure. So you and Saint.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas just seem like these cool ass niggas that just tag team shit, bro.
That's my twin right there.
Yeah, and y'all hype each other up well. It seems like y'all have a fucking dope relationship.
That's my brother for sure.
And I'm wondering where y'all knew each other since what, like middle school or some shit?
I met that nigga at the YMCA.
When you were like a child?
Nah, hell no. I want to say I met him maybe 4 years ago.
Y'all niggas met 4 years ago.
Yeah.
I just didn't expect that.
Yeah.
Cause you said you grew up with these niggas. I'm assuming Saint.
So he's because I met him, but he's always been around. But it's weird, you know how you be because we all grew up in the same area.
Yeah.
So he was somebody that was around, but you know how you always seeing a nigga, but you don't know the nigga.
Yeah.
Type shit. So me and him got cool. Then we we was in Basquiat shit. Once that kind of now he was always what I'm saying with us. It was just trying to figure out what does IJU look like structurally and as a business and blah blah blah. And then we yeah.
Do you have things that you are interested in outside of music, like other things you think you would pursue seriously? You seem like an artist though, like a dude who likes to go in there record.
Oh yeah, I like a lot of my covers, like my graphic design stuff. I do that shit. Yeah. You edit it on what's up? Photoshop?
Yeah.
You do this?
Yeah.
So you could do some covers. All of my covers except Summer Interlude, I've done.
Bruh. Nigga.
Like, hold on, I'm about to show you. Y'all can't see it. I mean, maybe I can. I don't know, but
nigga.
Like, this cover. Let me see. Hold on. I did this.
You made that shit?
Yeah.
I saw that shit.
Yeah, I did that. My nigga Preem did Summer Interlude, though. He drew that shit. He drew that.
Oh, he drew. Oh, he actually drew that. That's a cool drawing.
He drew that. Yeah, he drew that.
Nigga.
And then the cover for Emotions, like when my head is gone, it's like the heart. I did that. Moja took the picture, but I edited it on Photoshop.
So, how'd you come up with like this right here? Like, you put each of these things in there right there like that?
All of that shit. Yeah, I did all that shit. Yeah.
And you were just like, oh, this shit look cool, nigga. I'm putting this right here.
Yeah.
This is hard, bro.
Yeah.
And I've been looking for somebody who's like a graphic designer. I put some shit out in my story one time. It failed miserably.
Yeah.
But I was looking for a graphic designer to get some cover art because I want something cool.
Yeah.
But it's kind of hard to get that across to somebody when you don't have a clear idea.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why I do all my shit, because it'd be hard to explain it.
So when you first started using Photoshop, when was that?
My first album, which was 2019, 2018.
And as the time gone on, you just got better with it.
Yeah.
See, I should probably do that. What, you bought Photoshop and shit?
Yeah. I've learned that if you don't have to outsource it, then don't. For what? What am I paying a nigga for if I can learn how to do it?
That's the thing. I'm thinking like, I'm thinking like right now I need to outsource it.
Yeah, I mean, but if like I said, if it's something that you need to do, then yeah, do it. But I got to a point where I was like, all right, nigga, because I've always had Photoshop, like I've always had this shit, and so I'm like, I'm paying for this.
Yeah, I might as well.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Right.
Yeah,
so all right. I'm gonna ask you who some of your top influences are, but first I want to guess.
Okay.
I want to guess one.
Okay.
Drake. No?
Like an influence on my music?
The music, just a nigga you. Well, no, I'm not gonna say listen to. Yeah, let's just say influence on your music. But I was gonna say Drake, but if not, then nigga, fuck, then I'm done.
Music.
I don't know how you don't take influence from Drake.
Drake goated, yes, but
like the way he talk. Here, go ahead. I'm gonna let you say what you say.
Choose my words carefully.
You don't want to get canceled.
All right, bro.
Nah, joke.
Nah, I fuck with Drake. Just I don't know if necessarily like when I'm in the studio, I'm like, Drake.
No, nigga, I know you're not sending that bitch going like, I want to be Drake.
No, I don't want to be Drake, but when I'm sitting in the studio and I'm like thinking, all right, who's inspiring what I'm about to do right now?
Yeah.
It just don't be Drake.
Okay.
Yeah, just don't be Drake.
Okay.
Shout out to Drake though.
Yo, seriously, shout out to Drake.
Man, my roommate gotta get into this room, man.
Oh, that's cool. Hell yeah.
Sorry for the interruption.
I don't think anybody's watching on the live. Nobody's on live.
It's cool, man.
So much for the clout.
So much for the clout.
I thought I was cool.
It lasted for a minute.
I guess not.
Shout out to Drake though.
What you think about? My bad. Y'all was going on.
No, you can go, nigga. Go.
I'm finna say, man, what you think about like cloud and all that other shit, man? I'm thinking like, just what's your opinion on that type shit?
Like clout, like
yeah.
I love it. I love it all.
I think that shit is
corny.
Yeah.
Shit's stupid, man.
It's
I hate the world.
It's very stupid. It's because clout is nothing but it's a false sense of like fame, especially here. I think niggas get into this routine. In the last podcast I did, I was saying this. I think niggas get into a routine here where niggas get famous in their friend group, or everybody in their friend group know them, and everybody around their friend group know them.
Right.
They think that's it.
Right.
Atlanta is
Right.
Not the end all be all. It's if you can make it out of here, great. If you can touch everywhere here, great. But if you go to Kansas, is it gonna be the same thing? If you go to these places where it's nothing but white people, is it gonna be the same thing? Niggas get comfortable around they niggas. But if you take a nigga away from where he's comfortable, he's going to either fight or flight. 9 times out of 10, niggas ain't gonna last because you famous in Atlanta, but you famous to 100 niggas.
Yeah.
And them 100 niggas have given you a validation that's not real.
Right.
And so I feel it, and that's cool, but
I really agree with that, man.
Yeah.
And I was wondering, like, why that is here in Atlanta. Because I feel like it's here a lot, you know? Like,
because we live in a city where everybody famous for not doing nothing. Not doing a damn thing. Everybody got a name for just, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got a name because they got 1,000 likes on Instagram.
But you know what's so funny to me, man? What we're saying right now, I feel like almost everybody in Atlanta would probably agree with or say in conversation. So it's like, if that's the case, why is this shit still happening?
Because there's nobody around niggas to check niggas. Because niggas surround themselves with niggas who just say okay.
Yes men type shit.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas surround themselves with niggas who validate the shit they do.
Yeah.
Rather than surround yourself with a nigga who gonna check you when you doing some stupid shit or saying stupid shit.
Yeah.
So when you surround yourself with niggas who just gonna tell you yes all the fucking time, you gonna feel like everything you do is okay.
Right.
You gonna feel like, oh, I'm that nigga because everybody around me is telling me I'm that nigga. Yes, support your niggas. I want my niggas to support me and vice versa. But there comes a line when if I'm doing stupid shit and I'm talking reckless and I'm doing some shit that's gonna get me fucked up, where's the niggas who telling me to stop doing the shit?
Yeah.
Where's the niggas who telling me the clout that I feel like I have isn't real?
Yeah.
Because let's go to Tennessee. Let's go to New York. Let's go to California and see if this same audience is there. It's not. Relax. And that's this city is very, very, it's very toxic in that way of making you feel like you somebody until you leave.
Is that ever discouraging to you in any way?
Nah, it don't bother me. I just you got like I said, you got to know what's for you and what's not. You got to know who you are. You got to know what's real and what's not. You can't look to the left and the right. You know what I'm saying? Because that's when you get lost. When you look to the left and the right and try to compare yourself to niggas, you get very, very lost.
Right.
Whereas if you were just looking in front of you and battling yourself every time, there's no way to lose when you fighting yourself because you know you. You're going to lose every time trying to battle niggas to the left and the right of you because you're going to feel like he always doing something you're not. You feel me? You gonna see it. You know what I'm saying? You gonna see a nigga with 2,000 streams and you only at 1,000 and feel like you losing. Like, you 1,000 streams below him and he only got them extra 1,000 because they're in the playlist, bro. Relax. Relax. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So
I think a big part of the reason that in Atlanta people feel like, you know, they got their little clout, their little like time and fame or whatever, is also a big reason is the social media too. Like we were just saying, you know, they mistake it for
real life.
They look at it as some type of like currency, some type of social currency that gives you more status and things like that. And then you run into people who let's say like you meet somebody, you ask for the Instagram. When you get somebody's Instagram, automatically off rip, whether you care about it or not, you make note of somebody's follower to follower ratio or how many people they follow, blah blah blah. You know, I know I've done a thing. I'm gonna admit it. It's really not that big of a deal, but like
you start to look at shit.
You look at shit.
You start looking at shit,
and you see how many likes they got versus the people following them type shit. I've seen niggas, bro. I've seen niggas with 50K followers.
100 likes.
And then not even 100.
Make it make sense.
50 likes.
Make it make sense.
And I'm just like, nigga, why'd you buy this?
But niggas also have to realize that a lot of this shit is fabrication.
Yeah.
Even when you get to the higher level, it's still fabricated.
To some degree,
strings are pulled to a certain degree.
Yeah.
And you also got to understand that when you go to these meetings with these labels and these A&Rs, they don't give a fuck what you sound like or who you are, and it's just being realistic.
Numbers, the stats.
If they see stats, they're gonna.
Because they try to make money.
Yeah.
And they want an audience.
If the risk factor is worth it, then they're gonna take it. So
Yeah.
if I go on Instagram and see he got 50K, and then the A&Rs be lazy, so I'm looking at 50K.
You gotta be that lazy to just do one more click and look at
see the engagement. And
that's so sad if that's the case, man. Because it's like if I'm an A&R nigga and that's my job, I'm supposed to find dudes like, hey, and I see you got 50K followers and 50 likes on your posts. I'm gonna have some questions. I'm gonna need to talk to you first or something, you know, because I figured I looked into you in the first place because I was kind of interested. Yeah. But I'm just like, what? You know what I'm saying? But I feel like, me personally, this, because I've lived in a few places across the country, and Atlanta is one of the ones where I do feel like this idea of clout and fame does affect people in that kind of toxic way, like we're saying. Yeah. And I'm just wondering what it is, and I want to try to find solutions to it, but I don't even know what I like. How would you go about even?
There ain't no solution to that shit. Niggas is niggas, bro.
So you think that's just forever? That's it?
It's forever until niggas decide to stop being niggas.
I don't know what that's going
Man, so how we gonna get niggas to stop deciding to be niggas?
That ain't that's just my job. Hell no. But I just feel like, that's what I'm saying. So the way y'all cool, I know y'all keep each other in check. You feel me? Especially to some degree. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you got to realize in life, your job ain't to control nobody. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what you got going on, that's not my job. My job is to not. My job ain't to go out here and tell niggas to stop being stupid. That's not my job. My job is to make sure the niggas around me doing what they supposed to be doing. You feel me? And if I can help a nigga that I don't know by doing whatever it is I'm doing, then I'm doing the right thing. You feel me? But as far as, cause that Atlanta, the Atlanta, just not even just music, but Atlanta as a city in general is so big on the lifestyle and the entertainment and the being somebody when you're not really somebody. And I'm in the club, but my light bill is due and my lights off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My car note due and I barely got here because the tank on E. But I'm in the videos. I'm in the pictures. That's a mindset thing. That's not a I go out here and tell niggas stop. That is deep rooted in your mindset, feeling like you gotta be a part of what's going on.
I see.
You can't.
I see.
People don't change until they decide to change. I can tell you all day what you're doing is wrong, but until you decide to look in the mirror and be like, you know what, maybe what I'm doing is kind of stupid, you're not gonna change.
You know what, man? A part of it too, I think, is these people, man. You know, they go out, can't pay the light bill, but they end up in the video because they're at the club at the right time, whatever the fuck, right? And sometimes that quick split second of a moment that you just sacrifice all this shit for. Could actually be the very thing that changes your life.
Whole life.
And that's because we're in a day and age where things are recorded the way they're recorded and things go viral.
Bro,
and
shit can change for a nigga in 15 minutes. Yeah. If he do the right thing. If he pick the right thing to do, bro. You feel me? It could be a very small change, but that small change could change your whole life. You feel me? That one, I decided to not go out this night, could have saved your life. Yeah. Or this, I decided to do the other thing instead of what I feel like everybody else is doing, could have been your opportunity to do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Niggas don't, but that's a certain type of growth and just ability in you to be like, make a decision. Yeah. Nigga, we in a pandemic. What? It's like 8 types of COVID. What am I going through?
Yeah, there's like a lot of types. I didn't even know there were types. I was like, there are types.
COVID. The vaccine don't even work for real. Yeah. The vaccine don't even work all the way, bro.
Wait, you ain't tried, did you?
Hell no.
Okay.
I ain't gonna cap, bro. I feel like this shit finna get more savage.
Yeah, it's finna get worse, for sure.
Oh, you think it's gonna get worse?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like it's finna get savage.
What do you think's gonna happen? Like, motherfuckers gonna what?
Man, bro, defund the police. That shit sound good. When they actually do this shit, you on your own.
That's what I said. That's exactly what I said. I'm like, why would you actually want to defund the police?
You gotta think, you got motherfuckers like who not eating, dude. They ain't eating. Like, bro, they are hungry as hell.
Do you support that idea? Defunding the police? I'm not trying to put you in a political. All right.
I'm not a political nigga. I was about to say, far from it. I try not to be involved in this shit. Okay, I go to the rallies. I understand the basis of it.
That's political.
You know, that's as far as it's gonna get.
That's good. I commend you, brother. You're participating.
Defund the police. If that's what which black people going with, then sure. That's sure.
Interesting. That shows his loyalty.
For sure. Whatever y'all niggas ain't finna cancel me on Twitter. Not today.
Yeah, I really feel like, bro, we need to goddamn go break everybody out, bro, and build some tribes, to be honest.
That actually, like, see, that's the thing, right? Okay. I don't think that's a bad idea. And I think a lot of people have come up with a lot of solutions to this shit. It's just a matter of actually carrying it out, you know? And the reason I think it's hard for people to just be like, let's leave America and just blah, 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 is because America has an infrastructure that works to some degree. But in order to change it, it works really slow because there's so many layers to it. It can't just...
I think niggas don't understand, this is as far as my politics gonna go. I think niggas don't understand that the way shit operates is so much higher than like niggas can imagine how shit really work. Like the 1% of people who really running shit, that's a real thing. Like it's really a very, very small percentage of white people like pulling the strings.
Right.
So I've realized, especially like with stuff that's going on now, I realize like it sounds fucked up, but you got to make sure you and yours good, bro. Do what you got to do. Don't be, you know what I'm saying, don't be fucking niggas up and fucking niggas over and stuff like that, and help where you can. But like my mindset very much so now is like, and then we live in a time where everything's so sensitive, so you can't really say shit.
Nothing.
You can't really say nothing.
Fuck them people.
You know, I be feeling like that too, but then it's just like...
It's gonna fuck you up. You can literally, bro, niggas literally, their lives, like, change.
Your life will change off of one tweet.
And you get canceled.
Cancel off of one.
And then you can't provide for your family.
But that cancel culture shit is so...
It's ridiculous.
To me, it's not real. I tell you why. I feel like the only nigga who can cancel you is yourself.
No, but see, that's on the philosophical level.
Nah, it's not.
But realistically...
It's not, though.
How? Bro.
Tory Lanez.
What?
Tory Lanez should be canceled, but I don't know how he's still making his money.
Because the only person who can cancel you is
yourself.
you. If you decide to let the pressure of what everybody is saying about you stop you from doing what you're doing, you stopped. There are niggas out here who still listen to R. Kelly.
Yeah. I hear some people be like, I know you can't say this, but
I like R. Kelly.
Yeah, like
if you go to the cookout, Step in the Name of Love is still on. You know what I'm saying?
Step in the name of
because
love.
there are I don't think people understand, it's like 7-8 billion niggas on this earth, bruh.
Yeah, it's a lot.
A lot of them people can separate the person from their artistry.
Yeah.
And a lot of niggas do that.
Yeah.
You can separate the person from the music.
But that's true, and I agree with you. But with somebody like Tory Lanez, bro.
Okay.
You know that shit is
Chris
pretty.
Brown. And he did it.
No, cool. Chris Brown's a good point.
Yeah, he did that shit.
No, he did. Yeah, he did that
shit. I'm about to say he did that shit.
There's proof that he did that shit. They know. They both know.
Yeah, he did that shit.
But like, the reason Chris Brown isn't fucking being like, yeah, I beat that bitch up, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's not doing that shit because, one, he knows it was fucked up. Two, he got ridiculed. They destroyed his ass.
But I'm saying, you see how short-term cancel culture is. Chris Brown was a little different because his was a little longer.
And he was also back before social media was where it is
yeah.
today, actually, too. But
He
yeah.
didn't say shit, bro. He beat the shit out there.
Yeah, he did. He
But also, I think don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure
it was a back and forth, but it don't matter though.
No,
yeah,
I
get what you're saying though.
But I'm not saying that to say that he should be let off the hook or that it was okay. I'm just saying, bro.
It was
what they teach you when you grow up. Somebody hit you, you do what?
Beat their ass.
Whoa, you took it a step further. I was just gonna say hit him back, like someone.
But it's.
I'm not saying I do, and you want to boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying?
But it's different because if let's say like she hit me, I'm not gonna hit her. It's more of like all right, bro, come on now. And then you keep hitting me. All right, bro, come on now.
Yeah.
As a nigga, it's a certain level of
right.
Like I can restrain and like, hey, bro, relax. But I'm not gonna. That nigga dogged her, bro. Like you know what I'm saying.
But you think she just gave him one hit and he's just like,
I don't know what happened.
I feel like in the moment, bro.
She like threw his keys or some shit.
Bro.
Yeah, she threw his keys. She threw his keys in the pool or some shit. Yeah.
And then he just started whooping her ass.
Lost it type shit. It was a back and forth. Yeah.
I would have jumped my ass in the river.
Yeah, he lost it.
Oh, so it was a nice car.
Yeah.
It was on their way to the Grammys.
Yeah, it was like before like some award show or whatever.
How do you even?
He was supposed to perform.
Yeah, he was, and he did.
How do you even? He couldn't have been sober.
No, he probably.
How could you be? How could think about it? Think about it. You just said you know it's for you.
Yeah.
Your head straight on, right?
Yeah.
You on your way to an award show.
Yeah.
You got a girl who's Rihanna. Rihanna wasn't even where she is now at the time, but still someone like Rihanna.
Right.
You driving to an award show, and she throw your keys.
Right.
You thinking to yourself,
Right.
okay, it seems logical right now to beat her ass. But seriously, like how does that make sense?
I'm not supposed to laugh at that, and I did not just laugh.
No,
at
but
that.
you're not laughing at the fact that somebody beating a woman.
It's
You
just
like,
how you
I
say
said
it.
it weird.
It's more so like
Beat her ass.
it's not even like because I don't think bro was. I mean, he might have not been sober, but it's more so like you know what triggers you. That might have been a trigger. You know, as a person, even if I'm sober as fuck, if somebody does something that triggers me, it's going to cause a reaction because that type of thing triggers me. He's not justified, but throwing his keys might have been a trigger.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And you do, you get rational, and then you're not thinking straight.
But it's more so to say like, cancel culture now, or whatever this thing is of canceling people is so short term. Like it's so short.
Oh, meaning like it happens. And
It
then
happens
it passes?
and then we move on. That's why I don't feel like it's real. I could get on this microphone right now and say some very just wild shit. And it might trend for like an hour.
But that's the thing. It's like I don't know if I can agree, dog, because the Tory Lanez example I thought was a good example.
That's only stressed out because of the news.
But it is. But the thing is like I think Tory Lanez is able to still do what he's doing because there's no confirmation yet.
But even if it's not confirmation, it's still like the time we live in of you a man, she's a woman. The black woman is the most disrespected person alive. You feel me?
Or most oppressed, or
whatever the phrase is. So it's like, even if you didn't do it, the accusation of it alone should be enough to make you put a pause on whatever it is you're doing, whether you did it or not. But you look at him now, and it's not to justify whether he did it or not, but the nigga never stopped. He's still putting out music videos that garner like 1 million views in a day.
Yeah.
He has 10.1 million followers. He hasn't lost any. The niggas aren't going anywhere. Cancel culture is not real. People are more invested in the being involved in it rather than actually being a part of the thing that happens to the person. Niggas just want to be like, yeah, you remember that Megan and Tory shit?
Yeah.
Rather than, you know what I'm saying? Niggas don't give a fuck about the outcome. They just like being in the midst of it. And so that's why I feel like that shit's not real, bruh. Why is R. Kelly still played? He peed on children.
Okay, you know why though?
No, I don't.
No, come on, bro.
I don't.
Bro.
On children?
R. Kelly, no, what he did was fucked up. Don't get me wrong.
Children?
No, I know.
But that's the thing where I can't separate the nigga from his artistry, bro. You peed on kids, bro. You feel me?
But bro, it's because it's like R. Kelly at this point is somebody who has gone beyond just human being.
I don't care.
No, but that means, yes, you could say fuck R. Kelly, blah, 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 blah. But that doesn't mean you forget those moments when your mom was listening to us Step in the Name of Love at a cookout.
All of that goes blank.
Because that's associated with
a debatable question, right?
What's up?
Do y'all believe that this is all right? Because this question leads to another question, right?
Yeah.
And this leads to the R. Kelly thing. Okay. Now, do y'all believe that y'all know how like this new thing with the transgender kids, right?
What's the new thing with transgender kids?
With the transgender
God,
kids,
what
like
is
the
happening?
kids when they become transgender.
What is happening?
Now look, do you believe that a fucking 6-year-old fucking boy could
Wait.
be transgender?
Wait,
Follow me where the fuck this is going.
Answer
Follow me where the fuck this is going, because we are in legal aspects of court.
We are. We do have to debate, and it's amazing.
Do you believe that these kids have a choice?
Wait, what's the question? Do they have a choice in what?
Like
decide if their dick should be gone or vagina change or something?
I mean, their spirit or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Their spirit? Yeah. Wait, what do you mean? Change the spirit?
Bro,
like change religions?
Their gender, which one is it? Not their sex, their sex. Whatever, bro.
Wait,
you know what I'm trying to say, bro. But do you think that is valid?
Wait, so you're asking me, do I think 6-year-olds should have...
No,
Are you asking me, do I think a 6-year-old should have a choice whether they have a penis or a vagina?
No.
Would you
yeah, in a way. Like if your son
it's like, Dad, I want to be a girl.
You believe that? Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm assuming he's doing the thing where he's like, well, y'all got enough thoughts.
Okay, anyways, you got that, right? the R. Kelly thing, how the fuck do you know that these kids didn't see R. Kelly's like, I want to be with R. Kelly. I don't want to be with any other motherfucker.
They
I want
did.
to be with R. Kelly.
No, these girls did. They were mesmerized by his celebrity, but that doesn't.
How you know they don't
Exactly.
have enough sense to say?
Because they're underage.
R. Kelly is the one who
What
should
about
have had enough
kids?
sense.
What about the trans kids?
What
Are
trans
they
kids?
underage?
Wait, so you're saying? Wait.
If the trans kids say they want to be trans, then how come these kids who are older than trans kids can say they want to be with R. Kelly?
Oh, I see what you're
You
saying.
know what I'm saying?
All this. I believe it. Come right here.
Can I say something?
Yeah, come right
Yes,
here.
come on,
right here.
come on.
She taking my spot.
Oh, this is funny. I feel like you're ready.
I gotta pee. Hey, what
What you think, man?
Wait, first state your name.
Mia.
Yeah, this is Nia.
Yeah,
Okay,
Nia.
now go ahead.
So, going based off what you said, a lot of kids don't actually do that when they're like kids. Like they have the thought, they tell their parents, maybe their parents, depending on whoever their parents are, they start dressing them in different types of clothing, this and the third. But most of the time, you do not get the actual surgery until you are of age.
Yeah.
So it's something that definitely builds up. It's something I don't feel like any parent in general would just their 6-year-old came up to them and was just like, yeah, I want to be a girl. Okay, listen, let me take you to the hospital. Like,
But I'm not gonna lie. I can't remember the exact details, so I'm kind of like scared, nervous to like talk about it. But I do know there was a documentary of some national case in the past years or so where there was a child who did want to make a transition, and the parents actually were putting things in place to help that happen.
What age?
She was young, like toddler, young, like 5, 6 or younger, somewhere in there. Like a child. And the whole point of it was to pose the question like, is it okay for your child to make this decision that early? And if they do, is it something you trust? Do they have the wherewithal to even make this type of choice? You know, things like that. And I personally, I mean, like you just said, I think we probably agree because you're saying that, you know, if you're young like that, most parents are just gonna be like, all right, let's go do it today. You know, let's work on it. But at the same time, let's say that you have a son or a daughter who comes up to you at 6 years old and goes like, mommy, blah, 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 like, I want to wear a pink dress. Let's say he's a boy. He says, I want to wear a pink dress for whatever reason. How do you react to that?
Personally, I would be like, damn, let's go to Target. Like, you know, you feel me? I'm not
Are you liberal?
very much so.
Okay, progressive.
Yeah, I'm with all that. I'm not gonna lie. It's
For sure.
I feel like all that label shit, blue is for boys, pink is for girls, like all that shit goes out the window. Why can't a nigga wear a dress if he wants to? Because a couple years ago, not a couple years ago, but a long time ago, you know, like bitches couldn't wear pants.
Yeah,
That
that's
was
true.
looked at some type of way. And
Yeah,
even
yeah.
some religious cultures or even like some cultures today, like they still don't wear pants. They still frown upon to wear pants. And I don't know. I wouldn't want my child specifically to grow up in that type of environment because
An environment where what?
where it's just so judgmental and
Oh, I
so
see.
you know, like this is how it is. This is like no, I don't believe in any of that.
I'm glad she stepped in because I don't got no opinion.
And you can't cancel me because I ain't really nobody. So.
No, I don't.
If you want to be honest.
I was just using the trans kid thing just like a defensive argument for R. Kelly.
But also, what I was trying to say.
Wrong.
But what I was trying to say is the kids in that situation shouldn't be the ones that you're looking at. You're supposed to be looking at R. Kelly.
R.
This is
Kelly,
a grown man. You should have enough sense
Listen,
to know that
'cause
these are kids.
It's so easy to
I'm not saying that it's okay.
It is.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about you.
No, but listen. The situation. No, I'm not trying to justify R. Kelly. Please don't attack me. What I'm saying is, it's like, yes, it's very easy to manipulate kids, right? But watch this. When a motherfucker becomes famous, especially to the degree of R. Kelly, somebody who's 45 can be just as easily manipulated as somebody who's 15. Do you see what I'm saying?
15-year-old can know more than someone who's 45.
Well, that's just a whole different discussion.
I feel like in that instance, what you're saying, like you could be as easily manipulated. If you know yourself and you know your morals, then no. His morals in that situation to me just went out the window, and that's where I lose respect for you, cause you knew that this was wrong. You're not gonna sit here and tell me that you didn't think that it was wrong because you knew that shit was wrong. And so.
Nah, he probably did think that shit was wrong. But no, that shit is fucked up, though. And they were all underage, and he did take advantage of them, probably used his celebrity to manipulate, you know.
Yeah, that shit's fucked up, man. Nah, seriously.
Shout out to you for answering that. Cause I mind my business. Y'all can do what the fuck y'all want to do.
Wait, why did we even know R. Kelly?
We were talking about cancel culture.
Cancel culture.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to say that, wait, you said something about cancel culture that made me want to say something.
I said that shit ain't real because the time span of it would be so fucking short.
Yes, you said it's not real.
Yeah.
Because the time, okay.
Yeah.
So, the thing is like, Tory Lanez, I don't think is a good example to use anymore because that hasn't been confirmed yet. And it's also very confusing. There's a lot of he said, she say, you know?
Sure.
Well, Chris Brown, Rihanna, it was clear what the fuck happened.
Sure.
But after years, he got through it. Years, though. It
Sure.
took some time.
For
Kevin
sure.
Hart, when they found his tweets,
For sure.
and then boom, can't do the Oscars type shit.
For sure.
Like, although that was confirmed, it wasn't. I don't think he did anything as damaging as fucking like molesting a child or.
But
you know,
even with a situation like Kevin Hart, you still got a nigga who didn't stop. Yeah, he didn't do the Oscars, but he didn't stop putting out content. If you stop, that's when. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It-
like when you let it get to you.
Yeah, it's like if
but
y'all
don't
was.
you think that like the reason Kevin Hart didn't stop is because he was allowed to keep going.
Who allowed him to keep going?
Everybody he has to do things with. When he does his Netflix special that he just dropped recently, he's not the only motherfucker that decided let's do this. There's a lot of people that go into that.
Right.
And Netflix was okay with putting their name behind his new comedy special.
Right.
That's because these people are like, okay, I'm cool with this.
But
like,
I'm pretty sure even if he didn't have Netflix, he still would have did it. He would have put it out.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
Cause then that situation was very different just because comedians are the easiest. They so easy to cancel because my
the shit
job
they
is
say.
to say wild things to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But we also you gotta understand like 2021, bro. Niggas is sensitive as fuck. Even if it's just a conversation, like this conversation we had could have went left with anybody else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just people because people attach their feelings to the discussion instead of it just being a discussion with differing opinions. You can feel how you want to feel how to feel that way. I'm gonna feel how I want to feel, and we can move on after that. But we live in a time where like everybody feel like their opinion has value, or feel like their opinion should be like
The right one
the
or
right one,
something.
instead of just having differing opinions because people don't know how to communicate no more. Because now it's just like anything I say, you feel like I'm attacking you.
Right. How do you talk to people with that going on? Because I think that almost
Yeah.
all the time. Talking to anybody, just fucking
Yeah.
walking in the elevator,
Yeah, for
run
sure.
into a random nigga I don't know, and we chop it up. Instagram, blah blah blah. You know, like how do you?
Bro, I especially now because now I'm in a weird space in my life where now I have more friends than I've ever had. So like you start to learn as you interact with more people. It's not that you can't have an opinion. It's just learning when to give it. Not saying shut the fuck up and just don't say shit, but you got to understand like you got to be able to read the room, bro. If everybody in here saying one thing and that's the common consensus, yes, I can disagree. But if I come in here and my energy is like, you know what I'm saying, confrontational, and I'm just like, hell no, that's bullshit. Ooh, I know what I'm gonna get. I know what I'm gonna get even if I disagree. You feel me? So sometimes it's just good to sometimes it's good to shut the fuck up, bro.
You right.
And just sit in the room and shut the fuck up.
You're right.
Listen to what's being said. Shut the fuck up. Especially because most of the time we be arguing about shit that ain't got nothing to do with us.
Yeah.
That shit ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm arguing about rich people.
But it'd be fun because it kind of gives you insight into what someone thinks. You know.
Yeah, but it's like, that's the good part about it. But the bad part about it is we're now arguing about people who don't know us. Now you mad, and we angry about people who are probably never gonna meet us. I'm never gonna meet Robert Kelly. I'm never gonna meet him. What reason do I have to meet him?
What if you meet this nigga?
For what though? That'd be weird. I can't do that. That's weird. No, fuck no. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. Michael Jackson. But if we have a debate about Michael Jackson, where I'm never gonna meet Michael Jackson in the time I'm alive because he's dead. So now we finna fist fight by Michael Jackson.
Wait, you think he's innocent or what?
That ain't.
S.U.R.F,
Bro, I just work.
What
here.
were you about to say, man?
Bro, I just work here. Bro, I just work here.
You think he's guilty?
Bro, I just work here.
You're not going to answer the question.
Bro, I just work
All right,
here,
now
bro. I just work here, bro. I just work here.
I'm gonna ask you when the camera turn off.
All right, I just work here until God calls me home.
Okay.
That's my new answer. I just work here until God calls me home.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
You feel me?
What else? I think that might be it.
Gang. Yeah, we got
That
different
might
ways.
be it.
Podcast
Oh, and
done.
my shit is about to start. Oh, we got over an hour. Wow.
If y'all niggas try to cancel me, I didn't do shit.
Oh God.
Run the tape back.
Cancel culture.
God.
I'm still gonna keep going though. I ain't do shit. I love everybody, whether you're black, white, straight, gay, a child. Pause. Yeah, shout out to everybody.
Shout out. We appreciate you for coming on too, bro.
For sure.
We would
I
love to have
appreciate
you
y'all.
back
Yeah.
on multiple times. This
For
ain't like a
sure.
one-time thing.
Oh,
People
nah.
come
Yeah,
back.
we
you
can
know,
do it. Yeah, for sure.
It was really cool. Any new things coming that you want to shout out?
Toxic. February 26th.
February 26th, Toxic. Okay, and this will be out by that time, right before that, so that works out perfectly.
Toxic 226. Go get that. But yeah, all of that shit. Shout out to the team. Shout out IJU. Shout out Bryce. Shout out Chad. Shout out my new record label. They got an LLC now. Word of Emotions.
Shouts out.
Shouts out to that. You know, shout out to Nyla. Shout out to Nia. They right there behind the camera. Shout out my mama. Shout out whoever the fuck need a shout out. I'm out there, motherfucker.
All right, y'all.
Sure,
Woo!
man.
Another one. Make sure to tune back in next week.
You did.
You did.
So shit, what the move is, man?
Drugs. No, I'm joking.